Hey everyone, it's your very favorite history teacher. Let me see your transcript with another uh, professional, personal, educational reflection. I've been really not wanting to do this particular video for a while, and it's because it's hard. One, because I'm a person who's been in church all my whole life, raised in the church. Mom was a minister. Both parents sung gospel music in the community and church. Aunts were very active in the church. Aunt was a Sunday school teacher. Uncles who were ministers. And then, as this pandemic came about, and black people were still going to church, and initially, we were not the ones getting COVID. And so it was like people who had money or access or going on trips and coming back from other countries having COVID. But then when more details came out about COVID or coronavirus, it was like, oh, it's easy to pass in crowds, and counties and cities and states started passing stay-at-home orders, started saying, hey, no large crowds, nothing over 10 members. And it was like all the black churches, and I also saw some of the white churches were too, still defying the order, saying, hey, this is separation of church and state. Render unto Caesar was a Caesar, render to the Lord is the Lord's. But then start more accounts of members getting the coronavirus. And it was like, well, if you have faith in the Lord, you can withstand anything. Okay. But like a wise man once said, named Marcellus McMillan, also known as mad church disease, you can have faith and you can still have wisdom and still wear a mask, wear gloves, and stay at home. And as you can see with the Kojic Church, a lot of their members, older members, bishops, have caught coronavirus. A lot of them have died. There have been ministers, white and black, who have said, hey, we're just going to stay open. They've caught coronavirus. I saw a video the other day where a minister, he still had church. They were burying him, and the people had to come to the funeral home like 3 at a time with masks and gloves to view his body. Then when they couldn't have a regular funeral in the church, they had to go to the gravesite, wait till he was buried, then come out to the gravesite, and then still be spaced apart, because you're supposed to be 6 feet apart. There was a minister in Florida. He still had church. They're holding each other's hands during the prayer. He got arrested. Tony Spell, Louisiana. He said he gonna have church anyway. Then he wants people to give them the stimulus checks, because the pastors and the minister and the musicians haven't had to work. Then someone protested that his church was still open, because he was saying we were still gonna have church. He almost ran over them with a van. He got arrested. Even the custom pastor, his church is actually small, and the health department had to come out about his church. We have to not put our people in danger. And if you look at the Bible, where was Jesus most of the time? He did go to the temple, but most of his ministry was outside. You know? And he went to people's homes and ministered too. So I'm just like, okay, church, we have to think of this way. And some churches have responded. They got it together. It was a struggle because some of them did not all have the same technology to reach out to their members, but they did. And ironically, what was so interesting was um, I was raised Baptist and Holiness, but now I'm a Catholic. I've been a Catholic, converted to Catholicism since 2002. Do you know the Catholic Church in my community was the first one to say, hey, we're suspending all church services. Please see our services from your local parish online. And then they offer resources where you can watch, because they're like big national churches, also the Vatican holds services. And then they believe there's also a Catholic channel. Plus, the USCCB has daily mass readings and reflections. So, like, the Archbishop where I live, and also I think the one even in New York was like, okay, y'all don't have to go to church. And finally it said, okay, y'all can be at home. And I'm like, why did they get it and not the other churches get it? Now, mind you, I go to a black Catholic church. So they had to follow what the archdiocese does. I have another friend. He is a Catholic priest. He started doing live stream on Facebook. It was him and I think maybe three of the because you get to have I think it was him and three of them what you call it, the minister, Eucharistic ministers. A person gives communion, or assistant pastor, or I think a cantor, the person who leads the song. Um, but they're doing a precaution. I've even seen some of the. Let me show you this other. But eventually, I wanted to show you um, some of the pastors. This is from this week. They've got it together. Okay, they've got it together. Okay, I started seeing Pastor Tony Evans on YouTube. I started seeing Smokey Norfolk on YouTube. David the Tamala Man. Um, and it was, and in their case, it was just them. It was just whoever was doing the media and just doing um, them preaching. Earl Carter has been doing it since before um, the COVID crisis, so he was already tapped in. However, some of the other, churches were still trying to grapple with this. And like I said, it's Instagram, it's Periscope, it's Facebook Live, YouTube Live, live stream. There's text message. And one thing I give about, even though Larry Reid is not one of my favorite people, he actually is ahead of the game. Even he said on one of his things, the churches are going to have to tap into this digital age. And because once the COVID is over with, how are you going to get those members back? Or still reach those members who are out there at home? Okay. Now, I will say this also, the televangelists who, not, you got TBN, you got Daystar, you got Word Network, the Catholic Network, Impact. Hey, they've figured, they figured it out a long time ago. Hey, people who can't go to church, we got them at home. But now that we're living in the 21st century, we got to not only have it on TV, we have to have it on other social media. It's big now, so we can keep people safe and still have faith. You know, Black people are less likely to get it, but when we do get it, we're more likely to die because we're still doing things in crowds. And it's not helping of the fact that, hey, we finally got it together after 6 weeks, 8 weeks, being at home, being safe. And then now these states are reopening. And it's like, okay, Black people, we don't necessarily have to go out in public. Okay, look at this. Georgia was the very first state to reopen. And by the way, he's a Republican governor. If Stacey Abrams had won, this state would not be reopening. And look, long lines to buy sneakers. Were those people wearing masks? No. Way more than 10. Way more than 10. Okay? How many people you think are going to get COVID from that? They go back to affect their children or their parents, grandparents. Okay? Sneakers ain't worth your life. You can buy sneakers and they send them to your house. It's ridiculous. And then now I'm scared because here I am in Texas. Oh yeah, this is another incident I forgot to show y'all from a month ago. There's this really good restaurant, Black-owned restaurant in Houston area. They had a new location. They opened a food truck. And they were in the southwest side. And they had large crowds. This was before, And I'm like, where the masks? Where the gloves? Y'all not all 6 feet apart. Was the turkey leg that good? Like, is this what's going to happen back now that Texas reopens? Okay? Because look, another Republican governor, he says, hey, hair and nail salons could be open May 8th, which is today. Next week, gyms. Or I say, and I'm just like, okay. Black people have to get their hair done. That's barber, as well as beauty. Nail salons, we got to get their nails done. We ain't the only ones, by the way. I'm saying we're going to be in that number. And also in the gyms. And I'm just like, okay, we're going to go back to what we had before the coronavirus, before the stay-at-home owners, before the quarantines, before saying, hey, stay 6 feet apart, and staying, I'm staying at home. Stay at home. I have an aunt, she's 82. I can't risk getting her sick by going into these places. I can't. It's just like what the Surgeon General said. Do it for your mom, grandma, abuela, and big mama. Okay? A friend of mine, she was complaining she's teaching online younger kids, and they were talking about going to the park. Like, what are you going to the park for? Okay? And she said she would go in her errands to the store. She would see, Luckily, when I went to the store the other day, I was paying a bill because, long story. And I had my mask. Other people had their mask out. So I was like, okay, because our county said, hey, we're going to wear your mask now. Even though and by the way, I live in a blue county, blue state. So I was like, okay, they're trying to keep people safe. But this Republican governor we got, and I'm feeling like, okay, what other states are going to do that? I know you wanted the economy to get back going, but if we have a whole bunch of dead folks, that ain't helping the economy either. Okay? And not the president. I think when somebody works close to him and caught COVID, I'm like, what is y'all? Who has to die in the government for y'all to get it together? Okay? Pigs going around there with no mask on, actually meeting COVID patients. Like, what is the problem? I wanna see him in the eye. The mask ain't over your eyes, it's over your nose and your mouth. It's a problem. We're not indestructible. We are not. Okay? Black people, Hispanic people, stay safe. Okay? Stay home. If you're in a non-essential job, stay home. Please. Church on TV, church on social media, read your Bible. They got YouTube videos about hair and nails. Okay? I got a friend of mine, I'm gonna start doing once my semester over school. She got Zoom. They're doing Zumba at home. Okay? Facebook, Lanisha Bowens Nickel, and then also uh Nita B, Stress Free, Facebook. They have exercises. Okay. Also, there's a guy on YouTube. I like him. I've been made a playlist. Um, he does R&B workouts, like all the old R&B songs. He has R&B workout videos. Come on, let's do it together, y'all. Let's keep each other safe. Black people, let's stay home, save our money. Essential workers only. Wear your mask. Okay? And I know Mother's Day is coming up and y'all want to go see mama and everything. But guess what guess what my cousin and my aunt gonna do? We have a little patio area. He's gonna come around to the patio area. He's gonna wish her happy Mother's Day. And he's gonna hand her the present. Cause he can't afford to come in. He's in his 60s. He is an essential worker. And she's 82. Okay? Can't afford to get her sick. I very rarely go out. When my brother goes out, he goes out with a mask. Or to walk the dog. Okay? Black people, be safe. Okay? Please, Jesus. This is Let Me See Your Transcript. You're very favorite. Yeah, Let Me See Your Transcript. Very, very history teacher. Okay? Y'all have a good day. Bye.